All right, so one of the questions was if I was to leave one thing behind for my son or my kids, what would that be? And I think that keeping the main thing the main thing. I think that's the most important thing in working with horses is there's a lot you can learn about working horses, but the main thing, the main thing. And in my family, our relationship with God, and then family, and then horses, you know. And so I think once that's in order, then everything else can stem. And that's a constant battle for me because sometimes horses, and we got to get horses worked, and we got to get this done and that done. And sometimes for me, as a dad and as a teacher, sometimes we make the horse the main thing instead of relationships, my relationship with God, my relationship with my kids. And then we use horses as a tool to help build relationships. And so kind of goes into the next one of, you know, being raised around such, you know, really good horsemen and what may be lacking in the industry today. And I mean, I think there's getting to be more teaching on it. Like when my dad was younger, there wasn't a lot of teaching. There wasn't a lot of teachers. My grandpa Ray was one of the first to travel around to teach. One of the things I teach in my program is the science, the art, and the business. So I think there was an art form that people didn't really teach a lot on. And I think it's part of it's a marketing deal, obviously, that people can make money marketing and teaching. But I feel like there's teaching, there's a lot of teaching out there. But, you know, what Dad has done, and it's niche markets. I think that's part of it. And so what's lacking in the industry today, I think sometimes in the industry, is that keeping the main thing the main thing. Really where my heart is and what I'm super passionate about is my wife have a nonprofit, and it's focused on youth development. And so I love to take horses and roping and to help the next generation. So that kind of goes into the next question is how do we pass that on to the next generation? And for me personally, there's kind of two scriptures that I've centered my life around. One of them is train up a child in the way he should go so that when he's old he will not depart from it. And the other one's in Malachi that it says turning the heart of the father to the children and the heart of the children to the fathers so that they don't operate under a curse, basically. And so all that stuff, it's fun to have Grandpa Martin and part of our nonprofit and just that passing on that to our next generation. I think with the different stuff that's gone on in America and what's going and really what America was founded on in the foundation. As a dad, it seems like we're drifting a little bit further away from the solid foundation that our country was built on. So I just appreciate Dad supporting and being a part of what we're doing to help the next generation to use horsemanship, stockmanship, roping to, I was blessed to be a part of a family business. And so right now, my wife and I work full time and my wife works full time. We don't have to have a family business. I mean, we have a family business so we can go out and get stressed and spend time together as a family and have horses die and work through that. And so I guess that's one of the things that I sometimes think is missing is families working together, spending time together as a family. And so all of that is stuff that I hope to pass on to my kids. And I know Dad's worked hard to do that with the ranch roping and different stuff is how do we tie that all together with good horsemanship, good stockmanship, and then the teamwork and camaraderie. And I guess where my heart is tying that together with helping kids find direction and back to the main thing, keeping the main thing the main thing. We only have a short time here on earth, and so how do we do that to glorify God?